Hey, what's up? This is Callan again. At this point, you have set up your endpoints, your backend workflows, and your accounts with BlogPronto, and you are ready to get into actually showing your blog post to the world in your Bubble app. So we're going to go through how to copy and paste templates I've designed for you and just get them in there. So what I've gone ahead and done in this cookie cutter Bubble app is created a post page and a blog page. What you call these doesn't really matter, but essentially it's going to be a page that shows all your blog posts and you click through to one and then you view the details of the blog post. For SEO reasons, what we'll do on this post page is for some initial setup, we will set this to a type of content post, and the backup field for the URL we are going to say is the post title. And you saw we were already setting the slug with the post title, so those should match up well. So all the URLs are going to follow whatever your domain is slash post or forward slash post forward slash title of the article. So it's good for search engines that way. I've used it on sites I've had. All right, and then layout. Let's go ahead and make sure you're in a column layout for pasting in this template. And from there, we get the template from a site called Atomic Fusion. And this site's free to use. It is just great for copying and pasting components in. To find the specific ones for BlogPronto, you can go to blogpronto.com, scroll all the way to the bottom, and you'll see I have a templates link here. I also have a link view templates. So we'll open that up, and it'll take you to the profile page that I'll keep adding assets to as time goes along, but these are the first two initial ones with the public launch, and you'll see that I am already logged in, but you'll just need to create a free account. And what you'll go ahead and do is you can see we have our blog post format here. I created one that has like a fixed sidebar, so as you're scrolling down and up, it stays right there, which is really convenient if you're trying to highlight other pieces of information. And then this is like that forward slash blog template we're going to use that just lists all of them out that you can click into. So what you want to go ahead and do is, if you haven't yet, go ahead and download the extension, which I think my little bubble hides, yeah. But down here, if you click Chrome extension, it will take you to here to download to Chrome. And once you've done that, you can then click, and you have an account here, you can click Add to Bubble. This will add it to your library. Add to Bubble. Okay, perfect. So now that you have the Chrome extension, you will see in here this little icon appears on the left, and from there, we're on the post page. You now see the recently added elements here that we can add into there. So make sure to be like very, not careful, I would say, but they have a limit of 3 like copy and paste that you can do per day. So you can just wait till the next day if you mess up with something. But if you're gonna copy it in there, just make sure that's the page that you want it to be on. So we're gonna go ahead and copy the fixed sidebar post. All right, and now all we do, you might have to click into here, is paste. And there we are. So you'll see, I haven't figured out how to fix this, but this is just the default header that I have. That just needs to be moved to the top, and you're probably going to delete it anyways. But this has some just standard copy inside of it, and you'll notice that it also has this BlogPronto post HTML element. So this is what appears from the plugin, and what we're going to go ahead and do now is just start, instead of showing like static content here, we want to start showing actual like blog post content from our blog. So let's go ahead and remove all of this. This is going to be the current page's post and the HTML. This will be the current page's post, and it will be, what I would like to do is set it to be the excerpt. So this is going to be an automatic piece of content that is created when you're writing a blog post. And what you can do is conditionally, when there is a custom excerpt, so it's not empty, go ahead and set the text to be the, or would be the custom excerpt. Okay, yeah, so what this does is if you want to like override the automatic content that it creates there, you can. Or you could even only have this be, actually I'm going to change that. Hold that thought, because if you have content here, it's probably going to be like a paragraph, and then the paragraph's just going to be down here. So what we're going to do instead is this will be the custom excerpt, and then it's not going to be visible by default. And when it has one, we'll show it. So when it's not empty, it's visible. Okay, cool. So otherwise, it's just going to show the title, which let's change right now. So the title. The meta title is what you're using for SEO. So that's not your actual post title. So let's go ahead and change that while we're thinking about it. So the title for SEO is going to be the meta title, and the description is going to be the meta description. The image is going to be either the featured image or the Open Graph image. I'm just going to go ahead and use the featured image. Okay. Or actually, let's use the Open Graph. I think it does some formatting to make sure that it like is the right ratio and stuff for Facebook. So let's go ahead and use that. Okay. So now let's also make the page title the we'll have it be this here, the meta title. Okay. So perfect. What else can we change here? This image, right? You'll see if you're clicking on this, what this is this like floating sidebar piece that we have going on here, which actually appears twice. Why does it appear twice? So for it to be able to be fixed up in that position, it kind of has to be a floating group on top of the content for desktop purposes. And then when it scales down to mobile devices, it just kind of stacks underneath the content. So for now, we can just hide it, and then we can change stuff like the image. So remove that. the featured image. Perfect. And then we can either rescale, or I like to zoom. So if it's, you can't see my hands, I guess, but if it's in there, it's going to maybe cut off a little bit of the sides to fit the ratio here. The minute read, we have a current page post, the reading time, which will be in minutes. So, and it's a number, so that amount of time. We have a publish date. So let's go to the publish. You can either use the like bubble published term here, or I'll do published at, and then I'm going to format that as like so. Actually, do that one. It's hard to tell with May, but it cuts off after 3 letters on the first one I selected. Okay. Let's do, instead of Freddie Mercury, we're going to add the author's name there. And then this, instead of Freddie Mercury, will be the author's profile photo. And you may not actually see those now that I think about it. This was, I went in on my user that I assigned as the author. I created profile photo and name fields for each user. So you might have to do that before you see these options here. And let's pull back up this piece over here because it uses some of the same information. What's going on? One second. Here's the image. So we will make this the author's profile photo again. And that will be the author's name again. And I didn't create a Twitter piece of info there, so that's just going to stay there. And I don't have like a bio set for my author, so that'll stay there as well. And then these are just example posts that I have on the side, but you can use this format to show like a repeating group of like recommended posts or some other content. Like down here, maybe you have like a newsletter sign up form or something like that. This is a good spot to put that. So know how I mentioned there was 2 areas where this shows. I hide the floating group, and then this right pane shows again, and it's the same stuff. It's there right now, but it goes down underneath. And if you're saying you don't want to mess with all these like duplicate pieces of information, I hear you. Like I'm definitely going to be releasing one that's a little bit more of a simple one, but this is the type that I wanted to use for my apps going forward. So went ahead and made it for that. Dynamic image, there we go. Let's keep moving along here. Okay, profile photo, yeah. Okay. So yeah, we've done all this now. So what we need to do is I need to make a blog post real quick so you can see, because I left off on us deleting our blog posts. So let's open the editor. All right, so let's make sure I'm the right user. Yep. Okay, let's make a post. So we are going to, sure, I'll use this one. So Susan G. Komen Race, or we'll do fundraising tips. Okay. I have some fantastic tips on how to fundraise. Check them out. And let's add something else cool in here. You'll see if you click this image here, we can add, or this plus, you can add a whole bunch of stuff, which is really cool. I'll go down to, let's add, let's see, we'll do a Spotify playlist. Let me pause and get a playlist real quick. Okay, found the playlist. So let's go ahead and add that in. So I don't know how good the playlist is, but we'll add that, and you'll see like we embed this in here. We can keep adding like let's see, we'll do like things to know, and then you can change the heading there, and then first thing one, thing two, and then maybe we want to add a divider, and then you know, there's all sorts of features for building out a blog here. In conclusion, yeah, okay. So let's go ahead, and this is a beautiful blog post. Let's go ahead and publish it, and we will schedule it for right now. Publish it. Okay. So now, when we go to, we don't have our like page that just lists our posts we can click on yet. So let's go ahead and look in our data. Go to posts, and you'll see we have this one here with the slug. So let's copy the slug. Now, preview, and then paste the slug in there. And there it is. So it showed up, and for whatever reason, my oh, I guess I didn't assign a author here, so let's make it me. So something messed up with how that's working, but yeah, so you can see my information there, and as you move down, the sidebar stays fixed over here, and as you scale down to like a smaller device, there we go. You can see it responds to fit that format as well. So there you have our blog post format that you can just start working with, tweaking however you want it to be. You can see the HTML appears perfectly into your theme. You can also, if you want to, change the HTML text to match whatever font you would like it to. I think I set it to the default app font, but if you want it to be something else to match, you can there, but none of these other things are going to change. Maybe color, but not like weight or anything. All right, so now that we're 20 minutes in, let's go ahead and just finish up the blog piece. So let's go back to Atomic Fusion and do the grid layout, copy. Okay, and now let's, you can see actually it says paste with workflows here. So we'll do paste with workflows. There's a couple I have for like clicking through to blogs and whatnot. So it's easy to set up if you don't paste with workflows, but it's easy to keep them. Move this back to the top. Then now we have a list of static blog posts, but let's go ahead and search for posts, and so it is searching for the posts in there. I just have static content. So we need to change each piece of information here to be a post, and it's going to be the current sales post. All right, so the image, it's not going to be that. It's going to be parent group's post, featured image, and then I'd probably zoom. Okay, let's do the title. And this is a link, which is important for SEO, to like search engines to automatically crawl your site and find your blog posts. So definitely keep it as a link. I'm going to change the parent group here, but it's going to be the title. Post, send the parent group's post. This is what we need to send. Parent group. So we got to change that parent to. All right, so change it to posts. Okay, it's probably this. Yeah. Parent group's post. Now it's being passed all the way through. And let's change this. Just for the sake of this, I'm going to change it to the excerpt, and I'm going to truncate it to 50 characters. ... at the end there as an example. And then let's change the 8 to a number, but we gotta do this first. So reading time there, parent group, get the post. Okay, and we're just gonna leave this as Freddie Mercury for now. Okay, we might have to make this not fit with the content. And this is, yeah, there we go. So now it expands there. Okay, so I think I have some like dummy posts in here I need to clear out. So let's get rid of these. All right, let's go to blog and see what shows up. Okay, there it is. So we have our blog post here. I don't know why it's popping in as 0. Might have to check into that. But yeah, so you can have a gallery of posts here, and you click through, and it goes to not the right destination. Let's change that. So in the workflow, when it's clicked, go to page post, send the current sales post. Is the fix there. Let's go back. Now let's click through. There we go. You can see it up here. And you go through to your blog post. So there you have it. You have a fully functioning and maybe a little clunky, but it works, and it's for you to mold to how you want it. Super happy to get to this point. There's a lot of potential with what you can do with these different templates and just showing this type of content. And yeah, it's really versatile. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me at callan@blogpronto.com. Happy to help. I'll be in the forum. I'll be on Twitter. Yeah, thanks for using the product.